be selling America out. None of
Why do we have? He just said we're not having one-sided deals.
Right. A lot of minorities were doing so much better under President Trump that it was starting to really actually rattle the Democratic Party. So there was no other option for the
That's my
locals
fucking
to
question.
set up COVID, to crash the economy.
How can you vote for somebody who would sell America right out from underneath you? Who would remove the jobs from me and my neighbor for $1 or $2? They would take from my mouth, and the dude next to me and your mouth have given a necessary option that you are unessential to take from your mouth too. So tell me, why would you vote from someone who is so eagerly willing to take from you to feed their own, fill their own mouth, pocket, or fucking whatever it is? America has been sold out. Donald Trump has come to the rescue. We're fucking at a desperate point in time because we're being cheated out of this election. They have been forced, their hand has been forced, the Democrats' hand has been forced. They have to steal this election or China will fucking come for them. Come for them. Donald Trump will come for them. And they will hang for treason. Dude didn't understand. Dude didn't understand, so he was like, I didn't realize I was such a big fan for Trump. That's the thing is, come 2016, I voted for Bernie Sanders. I thought it was, and in all reality, I believe Bernie could have won. And he could have won this one. He definitely could have won this one. If it was Bernie on there, he could have won. I guarantee it, with hands down. Bernie has an appeal to him, like Trump does. But Bernie isn't so crude, vulgar, gritty, like Trump. So, even if he's trying to bullshit you, you feel like he's on your side. Whatever. I don't know. That was 4 years ago when I'm still not, I don't know nothing. But I voted for Bernie Sanders. And the thing is, I might, I don't regret that decision. I don't. I'm not saying I don't think Bernie Sanders is a bad dude. I don't know. I don't know his ideas they weren't bad. Bernie's not, but it is kind of radical. It is, once I step back, I'm a little older, and I'm, more matured and grown into things, and fuck all that, I don't know, I'm not aware of what's going on, really, what's going on, what Bernie is anymore, but, I voted Bernie in 2016. I didn't even know what I was doing then, but I didn't vote Trump. And I definitely wasn't voting for Hillary Clinton. So I thought Bernie was the better option. Definitely not Hillary. Trump wins. I don't know what's going on for the last whatever amount of time. And I walk into the situation where I'm out of work. COVID has taken over. I'm this, that, and the other. Things about, sex trafficking, well, I didn't know what, that COVID was, shut down the lockdown. It had to be so much more. Well, I started with, my conspiracy theory started with, the Epstein. He didn't kill himself. And then I started, I didn't watch anything, and then just people talking about it. And when I was during COVID, I started seeing more stuff, and then I started reading more stuff, just because I had, time. And I read into more stuff, and it just linked together, putting a web together, building people, situations and scenarios, and just adding things together. Link like the people. And it all adds up, even if you aren't, just like from Epstein to Bill to Hillary, everybody in between, duh. And then, so it makes me, then I start to, find out about some stuff, start to pay attention to bullshit's going on. COVID, Biden, Trump. Start to listen to some things, you know. Well, actually, I just start talking about them because I start getting confused because there's a bunch of shit's going on. Started just looking up a bunch of stuff, you know. I got kicked off Facebook. That's when I really got interested. Why am I being censored? Why am I being banned? I went straight into like Facebook stuff and, you know, having an opinion, and, you know, they wanted to match my name. It was like, okay, what's good? You know, what's really going on now? There's something going on. COVID's more than it is. And I fucking, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I ain't research COVID. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I just know bullshit. But, I mean, I'm high. But, I mean, when I'm starting to put all this together, and the Satan, you know, I'll read about the stuff, and like the Satan, and the tank, and the fucking pedophile, and the fucking, you know, this and that. And then I'm starting to, you know, get into Biden, and fucking, boom. I could see the evil that was the Democratic Party and what Trump was fighting. I could see it, you know. I started to see the battle that is, you know, the soul of America. So for me, it's a lot bigger than that. It's a lot bigger than fucking, I think Trump's an asshole or something. Because I asked him, like, what is it? Is it just the hatred of Trump? Or what? You know? Or because that's my thing, is like, what is it about them, you know? Why do they hate Trump so much? It's just because he's threatening their way of life, and that's why I started to look into it. Because I like to put, you know, deduct things from, you know, it's like, okay, why are they mad at him? Why did these things happen? Why, you know, what? Blah, 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 blah. And it just, I asked him, if you think Jeff Epstein didn't kill himself, then you would end up where I'm at. You'll add all these things together. You'll fucking look up these people. You'll see that these people are connected, these ties and these things between foreign lands and all these other things, and the things that these people do and for each other, and you know, whatever. These things are all pretty traceable. Everyone's talked about them. They're all pretty out in the open. I mean, pretty easy to find if you look for them. You know, so I'm pretty paranoid nowadays. And I tried to, you know, I tried to talk to him. I tell him, you know. But he seemed a little taken aback whenever, I'm so serious about it. It's like, what? Trump's not been in the politics that long to be corrupt. I mean, duh. What? And then it's like, Biden's been there 47 years. You want me to start talking about some of the corruption and things that they've done? Or just what I know? And it's like, how about the Ukraine deal? Don't go into these things, because I barely know when I could get started, but I don't really even know. I just know that this, you know, Hunter Biden was involved with this fucking grant, the law firm, you know, all this money. I mean, Tony Bobolinsky. I mean, if I thought about it, I could probably repeat back to you the things that I've heard and remember. I know that what about all these things? We are holding them, or what? Did they just disappear, or are they fake? You know, because we haven't heard about them yet. You know, we heard about them, we haven't heard about them. I mean, I don't think they can. What are they waiting? Why are they holding this? That's what's pissing me off. And I mean, think about this one, because I think about everything backwards too. I play devil's advocate. Maybe what if that shit is fake? What if Biden and fucking all this stuff is, you know, isn't real, and everything about Trump is true, or whatever Trump's trying to say isn't true, and everything is bullshit. But, you know, the mail-in ballots, if it was a fraud and Trump thought it was a fraud, don't you think that he would have used that fraud? And he calls it a fraud. He thinks it's a fraud. He's discounting all those. He's been discounting all those votes. He didn't, you know, and he's gonna discount those votes. You think that he would fucking do? I mean, the sheer amount of fucking mail-in ballots is outrageous. The fact that Wisconsin or fucking whatever is fucking at 80% fucking total ballots cast to fucking total ballots registered, or registered voters, is insane. That's an enormous amount. Are you telling me that almost everybody in that fucking, you know, I don't know how many people are fucking registered voters in fucking Wisconsin. No. But I'm guessing it's a fucking lot, you know? We have 150 million votes cast. Or whatever. That's insane.
The U.S. military has just raised
I'm fucking insane.
DEFCON 2. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton is still threatening Russia with military action following unconfirmed reports of further hacking.
I'm losing my mind, dude. You know what? I'm losing my mind. I've got to go inside.